We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. I hope that you guys are prayed up, that you're in good spirits, that last time you looked inside that mirror, you said something nice about yourself, that you showed yourself some love, because there's so much hate and darkness in the world that you have to be your biggest fan if you aren't already. You can't depend on anybody else to lift you up. Make sure you do that for yourself. And also take a moment to thank God for his grace and for his mercy. All right. I'm not going to get all too religious or anything like that. I just want to make sure that I put that in your lap, because I want you guys to make sure that that you give all praise, glory, and honor to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because we wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. All right. I know. And if you are not a believer, don't leave. It's okay. This is just about positivity. I'm not trying to get you to convert or try to get you to be baptized in the blood of Jesus or nothing like that. I just know that there's just so much going on, and we are the targets. Right is not wrong. Right is now wrong. Left is now right. Up is now down. Women are now men, so forth and so on. So we are on the opposite side right now. We are the revolutionaries. Someone said that if you are on this, if the media is on your side and is pushing your narrative, then you are not the ones that's the revolution. You're not the revolution. You're the ones that's pushing the propaganda. All right. All right. So I'm excited about today's episode, because this is going to be new. This is something new for the channel. It's on point with Van and Mika. Mika is late as hell. She's here now. Turn on your microphone. I don't hear you. Unmute yourself.
I am not late. My camera was hooked up and all the ISOs want to go everywhere. So right now, I have to use my laptop camera because my camera's just doing whatever.
It's okay. That's just Satan trying to get in the way of what we're doing. That's all.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. I said, what? It was just blown out. So whatever.
It's all good. How you doing today?
I'm good. That was a little much, but other than that, I'm good.
No, it's straight. And listen, I spent my entire morning shoveling snow. I had to shovel snow for my house. And then I had to go to my mother-in-law's house, and later on, I got to go to our other property where my son lives. But whenever he's ready, anyway. But yeah, I was getting my workout on by shoveling snow, and I did not use a snow blower like some of y'all punks out there that claim that it's more efficient. Now y'all just being lazy. That's what y'all doing. Y'all just being lazy.
It's more efficient. Let's just be clear. I'm so glad you have the manly thing going, but time is of the essence. Get the blower. And
listen,
house it into, a little nice pile on the side.
Oh, absolutely. So we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about how Trump and Musk, they met up and they had a extremely powerful conversation, but they exposed the Iron Mountain. They're talking about how some of these representatives that we put in the office are making a killing. People that make $200,000 on paper, but are actually worth $12 million. Shout out to Elizabeth Warren. I'm sure you heard about that.
Oh yeah, my favorite Indian.
Pocahontas.
The best one.
Shout out to Pocahontas. And also Ashley, what's her daggone name? Representative Ayanna Pressley, not Ashley. Ayanna Presley. Smooth head, beautiful skin.
Go ahead and say it.
She has beautiful skin, and
she has beautiful skin, but the reasoning is off. She's in the crew. She's in that Jasmine Crockett, Joy Reid, all those Rachel Maddow, all
the
those
Delulus.
bald headed reason. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
they delusional as hell.
They're more than delusional. That's all I was.
Yeah, they're super delusional, but she actually said the quiet part out loud today. I mean, because we all know that they've been trying to shut us up for exposing them for a long time. And she said today, and y'all gonna see in a video that I play, that she said they're trying to censor us, and they don't give a damn about it. They don't give a damn. They don't care because they got the media on their side. They got all of these people that don't mind being lied to, that's on their side. They already believe that everything that we stand for is fascist and racist and blah, blah, blah. And we're talking about the fat lady from, I'm sorry, the F word from Breakfast Club too. Why are you laughing? You don't say that. You don't say fat. You say F word.
No, I say what it is. She's fat. Actually, she's obese. We're the left likes medical terms. We're going to use the medical term. She's morbidly obese.
She's definitely obese. 489 pounds. We can round that up to 500, but she's 489 pounds, a quarter of a ton. I think a ton is like 2,000. Okay, I'm not going to be a nerd, but I don't know how much a ton is. She is 400. She's fat as hell. But I think she's a little cutie pie. Unfortunately, though, she's delusional too. She's very pretty, ain't she?
She's very cute, which is the reason why I don't understand why she wants to stay unhealthy.
It's because she is comfortable with being a victim. She's comfortable with being a victim. She's happy to have something to bail her out. And yeah, it seemed like a lot of people don't mind being bailed out. So what do you want to talk about first? Just let me know and I'll pull it up and we can get to moving. It's not going to be the same as my other ones are. I'm going to allow you to
that chat.
What they say?
She is not cute. And that's the first thing I saw when I pushed the little chat.
Oh my gracious, man. Y'all like, she is not cute. A ton is 2,000 pounds. Oh yeah, so I was right. She's a quarter of a ton. Look at me being smart. I know some stuff.
Let's start with Ayanna.
Ayanna. Let's get it.
Is that right? How you pronounce it?
Ayanna. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start with this one right here because I pulled it up and I'm ready for you. All right, so before we talk about her actually putting the quiet part out there loudly, talking about censoring us, she want to censor Americans. This is her yesterday being caught by a reporter and asking her about what's been uncovered by Elon Musk through USAID, the $59 million that's been sent to luxury hotels in New York City for illegal immigrants. And then he pointed out that the hurricane victims are still living in tents. I just want you to see how she looked at this man. And oh my gracious, the bullying is on point. Let's go.
Congressman, what do you have to say about the fact that FEMA just spent $59 million housing illegal immigrants while people in Western North Carolina lived in tents for the past 4 months? What do you have to say about that? Do you accept that? Do you accept that? Do you accept the fact that because Doge exposed that today, it sounds like you have a big problem with the fact that Doge. I'm not blocking her. I'm not blocking. Are you okay with that? Do you condemn the fact that Doge exposed FEMA for sending $59 million to house illegal immigrants today?
Excuse me, sir.
Do you condone that?
Excuse me, sir.
I don't know who the
I don't know who. I tell you what. I don't know who you are. Let's go. You're in the way.
I'm not in the way.
You are in the way.
Okay, then get out of my way.
Look at that look. Oh, look at that look.
I wasn't going to break up I was going to let the video roll, but I was going to have you point it out I was going to say, roll it back. That look that she gave said a lot.
Yeah, it do. It do. It's like, yeah, he got you. Like, back up off me. She look evil, bruh.
They all are. They
Oh
all
my.
are. The fact that the man is questioning you about people who have been sleeping on the side of the road, right? I've covered that story so many times. These people have been sleeping on the side of the road. These people they haven't had anything since the hurricane happened. So it's just like, what are you doing with the money? Why is FEMA there? I could have just gave it to the governor and he would have got it out faster.
Absolutely.
And we
1000%.
know how FEMA, responded the first time when I was a child. The Katrina thing happened, and I saw that. When we would watch 106 in Park, it was always on there, and they would talk about how FEMA wasn't doing anything. I was a child. I am now an adult. Same thing.
Same exact thing. But they act like they're doing everything in their power. They act like it's somebody else that's holding them back from taking action. They always want to blame someone else or the other side of the aisle. That's usually who they want to blame. And it's all them playing a political game, which I do not appreciate. They're playing in our face. I don't like, be honest with you, I don't care if it's politics, my personal life, if I'm at the store shopping, if I'm just buying food. I don't want nobody playing with my money. I don't want nobody playing in my face. Yo, I'll ask me if I want to play the game. Just if you want to be disingenuous, just put it out there and let me accept that, but don't play in my face.
I will say that these people live to play in everyone's face. They get raises, they pass, laws for money, they do all of this stuff. Hi, thank you. Appreciate it. They do all of this stuff just to go and say what? That we're representing you, we're doing everything that we can, but when they get exposed, then what? It's, oh well, we didn't know this, we didn't know that, but they don't like she's fat. They don't like Doge either.
Oh no. They absolutely don't.
For the same reason, because they're getting exposed. But what I do like is that the independent media is on their
ass.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'll say the bad. The independent media are on their ass. And shout out to Elon Musk for allowing us. And I say allowing because YouTube still doesn't. They do, but they don't. I'm just going to keep it a buck. They do, but they don't allow certain things to be talked about. Rumble does, but it's not as widespread as X is. But X allow you to just have these conversations, put the information out there, and let it spread. But then you have this right here. So it's been conspiracy theories, and they call it misinformation and disinformation whenever we start to put anything out there that they haven't confirmed to be true. But I want us to listen to this Ayanna Pressley, man. She is, did I say her name right? Ayanna Pressley, yeah. Where she admits to the censorship of it all. All right, let's go.
Look, let me tell you something. I'll take a bit of umbrage here. I'll speak on behalf of my colleagues. I think I can say we are all willing to work with anyone who's serious about doing the work of censoring the American people and advancing progress. But they are not serious. Look, let me tell you something. I'll take a bit of umbrage here. I'll speak on behalf of my colleagues. I think I can say we are all willing to work with anyone who's serious about doing the work of censoring the American people and advancing progress.
She's absolutely correct. They were so serious with working with Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh yeah, they was. And they were so serious with shutting. I mean, there's no lie whatsoever.
That's what they do. Where's the lie? I mean, I'm trying to figure out, like, that's probably why it was so easy for her to just say it, because that's what they've been doing.
So they're so comfortable now that they can just say that quiet part out loud. Do they not realize that this is our First Amendment right? Freedom of speech is what they're trying to.
Are you talking about that? Are you talking about that thing called the Constitution?
Yeah, the thing that they say that Trump don't like.
that's now a democratic republic, but it's still a republic, that they don't like that thing. They don't know that thing. So
Well, they claim that Trump and Elon don't like that thing. They claim that Trump and Elon does not like the Constitution. They say that Trump and Elon are trying to censor them. And they're like, no.
No, they are. Trump and Elon are trying to censor them because they've made so many statutes, right, that go against the Constitution. And they've gotten so used to doing that no one stops them. No one has said anything. So if I go generations of doing something and now you're trying to correct me, I'm gonna have a bit of a shock to the system and say, no, this is the rules, which it is. It's been the rules, right? It doesn't make it right. It just, I understand, the panic. If you had a house with roaches in it and all of a sudden you get sprayed, they're running.
They running. The lights are on. The lights are on.
We see
the lights are on.
Lights are on. We see the roaches.
Oh my God, man. And then hold on. And here's our girl. Hold on one second. So I came across this one right here earlier today of Elizabeth Warren. And I love when these what you call them, reporters, when the reporters catch them slipping coming out of a building and they just start asking them questions. And she just trying to duck and dodge, man. Check this out. Our girl Elizabeth Warren, who on paper make $200,000 a year annually. And they're saying that she is worth 12 million. Now, I will say this. Let me keep it a buck. There is a way to flip your money, have some great investments. There's a lot of things you can do to step your game up. I mean, if somebody looking into your pocketbook and like, yo, you only make 150,000. How in the world are you worth 12 million? Well, first of all, if you're not in government and this is not taxpayers' money that you're playing with, I would say mind your business. But being that it's taxpayers' money that they're playing with, we have a right to know. How did you and all of your colleagues bump up your salaries like almost 100 times? So we have this right here. Is Elizabeth Warren, gang.
Senator Warren, I just want to answer a question. How did you get a $12 million net worth on a $200,000 salary in Congress?
Thank you.
How did you do that?
Excuse me.
How did you do that? You can keep trying to block my camera. We're on a public sidewalk. So, Senator.
I think that's the same exact guy that was just now. Hold on, that was just now asking Ayanna Presty questions. But then you have this right here where Trump and Musk are actually talking about Elizabeth Warren as well.
And also, could you mention some of the things that your team has found, some of the crazy numbers, including the woman that walked away with about 30 million?
Right. Well, we do find it sort of rather odd that there are quite a few people in the bureaucracy who have ostensibly a salary of a few $100,000, but somehow manage to accrue tens of millions of dollars in net worth while they are in that position, which is, what happened to USAID. We're just curious as to where it came from. Maybe they're very good at investing, in which case we should take their investment advice, perhaps. But they seem to be mysteriously, they get wealthy. We don't know why. Where do they come from?
Because they're friends with Nancy Pelosi, and Pelosi got the key. And shout out, listen, I hate to do this, man, because I love the kids. I love the kids. Look at X little peacoat though, man.
The little thing he has in the little pocket, it's like a handkerchief.
So
cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. Teach him young. Teach him young.
Teach him young.
That's it right there.
So you heard what he said, right? You heard what he said. He said, how do they mysteriously bump up their salaries from 200,000 to 12 million?
Well, a couple of things. So, earlier when you said the thing about, if it's outside of public domain, it's none of our business, right? Somewhat, right? So if they, some people are in real estate, some people are in trading, Nancy Pelosi, but some people are, doing things like Joe Biden and his family and doing it while they're still public servants. So you cannot, Who you cannot go ahead and say, oh my God, don't look into my finances, don't look at any of this. Most of Congress owes taxes, all right?
Right.
And the reason why they owe quote unquote taxes is because they know they don't have to pay taxes, federal taxes,
Right.
that is, right? So they know certain things that apply in the Constitution that they apply to themselves that the everyday average person would not. And because of that, sometimes it looks shady and sometimes it just is because they have insider knowledge. Joe Biden called that out in his speech, which I don't understand because he's corrupt as well. But he did call out Nancy Pelosi and a couple of the buddies in his speech.
I mean, but you got to call people out in order to make it seem like you're not a part of that little crew. Like you got to act like you don't like Diddy parties and you left early to fake like you're not a part of that whole crew that was staying until like 3 o'clock with all that oil all over your toes. And your back.
What's his name? Marlon, like, I left at 1. No, you didn't.
I left early. Denzel Washington. I left early. Cat Williams. You never go to a Diddy party. Like, I mean, well, Cat, I don't think Cat ever went. I think Cat really did not go because he said you cannot tell Diddy no. I don't know. That's their business. But everybody that was interviewed about Diddy party saying that they left. But you're absolutely right. So Joe Biden, to bring it back, because sometimes, guys, I try to do the weave like Trump, but my mind is a little all over the place and I never come back. But now that I remember. So Joe Biden, just like most of these other politicians, when Kamala's running, she was doing the same exact thing, acting like all of the criminals were on the other side, when in actuality, all the criminals were her friends. All the criminals were her colleagues. All the criminals were the people that was putting money in her pocket to keep running. And she knew that. They was actually even funneling money through the artists that were deciding to perform at her events. So they was taking our money and just giving it back to them. And like, yes, you see, I'm just putting into a friend's hand. I'm getting it back. She raised like what, 800 million or something like that?
That's because most of the billionaires, and it's always like it's been this way for a long time. Most of the billionaires are liberal, are on the Democratic side, right? It's funny that they're making so much about Donald Trump and being a billionaire and being a president and then being around billionaires. Mayor Bloomberg was the mayor of New York. He ran the media. Like literally, Bloomberg is like a thing in New York, right? So you have that. You have, of course, George Soros, right? You have, they're talking about tech giants. Well, under Biden decided to give tech giants money. Elon was a part of it, right? And also Microsoft, which is Bill Gates. So you don't have a problem, having Bill Gates look at vaccines. I've never seen him be a doctor. He didn't even make what he's, oversighting for, meaning his company. He didn't do that either. He got it from another engineer. But you don't have a problem with that, but you have a problem with Elon. So when you look at it all, they're just afraid that there are actually what they call good billionaires. That's what they said. Yeah, the DNC said there are good billionaires. Well, if there are some, it would be Elon Musk and Donald Trump. That's about it, because they actually want to look at what they're spending, and these people don't want you finding out what they're spending money on.
Nah, why would they? I mean, because when you start looking into what they're spending money on, you find out that George Soros, that was supposed to be putting $500 million into Haiti, was actually funneling $85 million back to Hillary Clinton through Chelsea Clinton's organization, where that actually financed $10 million to her purchasing a house, $3 million to her wedding. And you're like, wait a minute, wait. How in the hell do we get here from y'all taking care of Haiti? And then when you listen to the people from Haiti that George Soros was supposed to have financed and build these amazing schools and programs over there, they're saying, yo, we never got the funding. We never got what we needed. We never got the help that they claimed that they was going to bring our way. That's because Hillary was taking that money and putting it right in her pocket, or she was divvying the money amongst her people just to keep it on a hush-hush type of thing. Like we in business. Nah, y'all are not in business. Y'all are in government, man. Y'all are supposed to be doing the right thing with our money, and y'all are not. So all these good billionaires and bad billionaires, nah, they're not. Huh?
Who said that they're supposed to be doing that? Because just on the face of it, USAID, there's nothing there that says what it's actually supposed to do. It just says foreign aid.
That's true. That's true. So,
it's foreign. I gave it to somebody foreign.
I gave it to somebody foreign and they just gave it back to me. But they fight so hard to keep on giving money to the foreigners and not look out for American citizens. And this is all taxpayers' money. This is all taxpayers' money. So I look at the border bill, right? In the border bill, when you break it down, $56 billion of that was supposed to be going to Ukraine. What the hell does $56 billion to Ukraine have to do with the border? Only 12.
They got the border. So when they, they got to get them when the Ukrainians come through the border. You got to get them here. You got to fund it. Get flued out.
You got to get flued out.
Get flued out.
Nah, man, they just a bunch of damn criminals. And hold on, I seen this right here. I got to show you this right here because this is my guy. He always serving them right. He's speaking on, and we're gonna get to the fat girl, the morbidly obese young lady in a moment. But I seen this right here. What's his name? Jim Jordan, Representative Jim Jordan, and he's speaking on this whole Elon Musk and Trump exposing all of the finances and whatnot. I need for y'all to listen to this. Give me and also guys, this new setting we have with the lovely Mika, please let me know if you're enjoying this so far because I need the feedback. And if you don't like it, you think it's whack, you think all of her takes are horrible and she need to step her game up.
Go ahead and tell me.
Let me know in the comments. All right, but here we go. This is Representative Jim Jordan. He always keep it a buck, and I really appreciate this guy. But check this out, gang.
Mr. Chairman, instead of stopping the stupid spending, Democrats attack the guy who's exposing it. I think the taxpayers of this country would just as soon we stop spending their money on dumb things. Like what was the example from USAID, some transgender comic in Ireland spending money on Bert and Ernie and Big Bird on Baghdad TV. I think they would prefer we not do that. Elon Musk is exposing in the federal government exactly what he exposed at Twitter when he purchased Twitter. What do we find out there? Big government was pressuring big tech to censor Americans. You don't have to take my word for it. We had the Twitter files. Oh, and we also had someone else in big tech send a letter to this committee and tell us exactly what they were doing. Mark Zuckerberg said the Biden administration was pressuring us to censor. We did it. We're sorry. We won't do it again. Told the whole world that in a letter to this committee. So Elon Musk is now doing that for the federal government. We think that's a good thing. And to understand the fundamental difference the left has with us conservatives. Democrats believe it is the career elected bureaucrats who are supposed to run the country. We don't think that's the way it's supposed to work. We actually think it's the people who put their name on a ballot who get elected by we the people who make the decisions. And the guy who got 77 million votes on November 5th says he wants Elon Musk working for him, the elected member who heads the executive branch working for him, every bit as much as the federal employees, the people in Treasury who are supposed to have all the answers, or in USAID who've been the career officials, working for him to expose stupid things our government is spending money on. And the Democrats are going to attack that guy? Go ahead. Go right ahead. But we know the real consequences of having this administrative state, these bureaucrats run things. We got two witnesses here who've lived it. Miss Wade and Mr. Smith. They're here to tell about how that had impacted their business. So I appreciate the chairman having this hearing. This is exactly the kind of hearing we have to have. And I appreciate the work the president and his team are doing to expose the stupid things bureaucrats spend the hard-earned money of the people we get the privilege of representing. I yield back.
All right, so this is what I got to say about this, gang. All right, and thank y'all for all of the positivity that y'all are showing the channel and showing Miss Mika today. I really appreciate it. For what Jim Jordan just now said, be careful with how you treat people on your way up, because you're going to see them same people on your way down. A lot of people did not think that Trump will get the opportunity to get his truth told. He was trying to tell us that these agencies was crooked. He was trying to tell us that they were trying to turn a misdemeanor into a felony, which they did, just so they can call him a felon and push that narrative so nobody will vote for him. They did not think that this brother would get back into office and be able to hire the people that he wanted to hire around him so that he can expose the government. And it's not just for the sake of exposing them. It's so that we can understand what's really happening with our money. And now that he's in office, I just now caught wind that Tulsi Gabbard is has been confirmed. She has been confirmed. Tulsi Gabbard has been confirmed. RFK Jr. is a 50-50 right now. And I believe that Vance is headed back over from Paris so that he can give that vote to carry him over so he can be confirmed. And the last one is Kash Patel. And we already know that once all three of them are locked in, with all of the damage that Elon Musk is already doing, man, please, y'all should have never pissed Trump off thinking that he was not going to win again, because y'all, let me just be the hell quiet. What do you think about that, Miss Mika?
They better hold on to their preservatives, because it's because I'm telling you, like I that's one of the ones I'm really, really, really happy about, right? Because I'm on that same wave. I'm not anti-vax, but I am, I'm for facts. You have a baby. A baby cannot absorb all of that stuff that's in those vaccines at 5 or less. Most babies are born, they're maybe 5 or so pounds. A big baby might be 7, right? And so you have to be a certain weight. Most people don't understand this or even know this, right? On those packages, you have to be a certain weight to absorb certain types of shots, which is why it's supposed to be on a schedule. But because of the pharmaceutical companies, they just pack these babies with all types of, things. And if you say anything about it, you're an awful parent. Like, I've seen people get yelled at, screamed at for that COVID vaccine, only for them to regret it later. Their children are sick, their children passing out, heart problems, especially for boys, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's one of the people I'm very happy about. And I don't understand why liberals, are having a fit about him either. Because at the end of the day, like, you guys used to like him. You love his uncle. Like, I don't understand it.
Let me tell you something, Mika. I did not know that, and this is not a slight at you. This is not a slight at you. I did not know that you was this well versed when it came to baby sizes and all. The average baby size is 7 pounds. I did not know that. Like, how can I find you a mom though? I get it.
I love children, right? So at the end of the day, I'm just going to find out the information, and I like information, right? If you're going to tell me as an adult I have to take something, I want to know why. Like, I didn't take the COVID vaccine, right? And being a person of color, everyone was like, "Oh my God, you're going to be in danger. You're going to die." I said, "Okay, well, that will just have to happen." I got COVID. Nothing happened. I didn't even know I had COVID, but I had COVID. Nothing happened. Everybody else around me sick, just like the flu shot. When they go get the flu shot, because they don't understand what's actually in the flu shots.
Yeah.
And I tell people this. I used to work at NIH, right? A long time ago, but that was one of the first places I worked. And when I tell you everything up there is an experiment, everything is an experiment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they do crazy stuff. So I knew better.
Absolutely. But Trump was actually trying to expose that too. When he said that this was the China flu, they was like, that's racist. He was like, but it's from.
Okay, man, I'm going to ask you this. When he wanted to close the border and he was saying that, right, or close off flights and everything, he said it's the China, the China
virus.
Yeah. He said he was going to do that. They were saying, no, that's xenophobic. Fine.
Yeah.
He let it go. Then when they found out it really was coming from China, they said he closed the border too late.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean, you can't win for losing.
You can't win. It's like you're not going to be able to win. But I think that all of that nonsense that he went through the first time did him service.
Yeah.
Because he was able to take that information, being in the inside, go back and actually have time to sit down and be proactive and not be reactive. Because the first term, I voted for Trump, but I
Yeah.
think Trump was very reactive because he doesn't know Washington. So he's listening, okay, hire this person, hire that person, hire that person.
Yeah. Yeah. And he just want to hire the best people.
Correct.
And also I'll put this to you just from another perspective. We got to see it from the eyes of the lover that had to go without. Like they thought that they could do without you until you left. And then they saw everything go to shambles when this brother was when he was out of like he was they picked illegally Joe Biden, got him across the finish line with all of his 81 million amazing votes that he got, which is bull sugar honey iced tea. He did not get 81 million votes. I don't care what it is. Call me whatever you want. Election denier. I don't give a damn. Joe Biden did not get 81 million votes, but we got to see what this country was like without a Trump. We got to see everybody just getting whatever rights they want, them pushing LGBTQ to our children in the school systems. We got to see our money get taken advantage of. Everything just went to shambles. They opened up the floodgates for illegal immigrants, 10 million, 20 million illegal immigrants coming over here. They're just showering them with money and homes and shelter and all this other stuff. And Americans just sitting back like, whoa, Trump was right this whole time. We do need to get their ass up out of here. And then they said, nah, we need Trump back, bro. And that's exactly what it is. Y'all thought that it was going to be sweet. Y'all thought it was going to be sweet by electing Biden and Kamala. And when I say y'all, I'm pointing at myself too, because I voted for Biden. Okay, so we're going to go to another one. They already know that I voted for Democrats my entire life, man. And I just thought that was the right thing to do.
In the little bit of time I've been able to vote on this earth, I have never. And everyone gave me flack about it because they're like, oh, you're a mixed race person. You don't want to vote for, Barack Obama. No.
What's your nationality, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure. Unlike Elizabeth Warren, I am actually Native American. I'm Native American and Polish from my mother. My mother's also mixed race. She's Native American and Polish, and my dad is Cuban.
Okay, Native American, Polish, and Cuban.
Yes.
All right, cool. Miss Mika is Native American, Polish, and Cuban. And just so you guys know, also, I think we talked about this before. We are at $37 trillion in debt right now. The United States is. And I came across this one video before we go and talk about the obese young lady. I want us to just see this right here. This young man broke this down so well because people are extremely disingenuous when it comes to how they spread information. But we don't tell them to stop spreading it. We don't care. We'll see. This is the thing about conservatives that I love, that I like this about y'all. Y'all don't mind going toe to toe with people with facts. Y'all not in, and then after y'all go toe to toe with people, y'all like, let's go get a beer. Let's go hang out. We go play pool. That's not how it is on the Democrats. Democrats are ready to fight. If you do not agree with them, they ready to just cast you out of their lives, and you can be their sister, their brother, their mother, their father, their babies, their children. And they'll be like, I don't know you. I don't like you. I don't get you. Get out my face. I'm ready to fight you. And that's just not how conservatives are. We like, yo, let's talk about this because we're all Americans. And at the end of the day, we got to come to some understanding. So this gentleman right here is talking about the $36 trillion deficit that the country is facing right now and how disingenuous the left are with regard to how they want to share information. Mika, you cooking so far. I just want to say that. You're doing a damn good job. Nah, seriously, you're doing a damn good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you cooking. All right, let's go.
Can you please explain to me how people can be so unbelievably stupid as to fall for this Doge crap?
Well, smart, rational people often seem stupid to stupid people. So let's let them continue.
Elon Musk and Doge, this has nothing to do with saving money. Do you really think Donald Trump gives a damn about cutting the budget. Donald Trump, when he was president, ran up the biggest deficits in American history. He added more to the national debt on an annual basis than any other president ever.
These individuals are so disingenuous and so intellectually dishonest. Notice in his video, he doesn't tell you why Trump ran up the largest deficit. And he doesn't because it's not convenient to the propaganda he's trying to push. So let's break this down a little bit. During Obama's second term, the deficit increased by about $3.5 trillion. Just keep that number in mind for later. Under Trump, the deficit increased by about $7.8 trillion. So what he's saying technically isn't wrong. He's just leaving out key points to paint a picture that is not the truth. Under Donald Trump, there was a global black swan event, a pandemic. In response to that, our government spent $3.6 trillion on that pandemic alone under Trump. So that's as much as Obama's second term alone right there. And the spending was bipartisan. Now, 1.9 trillion of that $7.8 trillion deficit he's talking about came from Donald Trump giving Americans tax cuts. So 1.9 trillion of that deficit is from Donald Trump putting dollars back in the American people's pockets instead of having them give it to the government. This is why you shouldn't take people with TDS or EDS seriously. It blocks their ability to be a rational or reasonable person. So the only thing that matters is finding a way to slander Donald Trump or Elon Musk. The truth doesn't matter. Being intellectually honest doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is slandering Donald Trump or Elon Musk. It's crazy because these are grown adults acting like children. Anyway, let's let him continue.
This man doesn't give a damn about saving money. This is about giving Elon Musk all the power that he paid for.
I'm telling you, TDS needs to be studied. At the rate our deficit is increasing, our government and our country is on pace for economic collapse. If we don't change something, the only thing our government will eventually be able to commit money to is servicing debt, meaning no federal employees are getting paid, no SNAP benefits, no food stamps, no Section 8, no Social Security. And that is what Trump and Elon are trying to fix. You can't just have your debt spiral out of control forever and not expect anything to happen. But again, TDS blocks people's ability to be rational or reasonable. That is the reality of why they're doing what they're doing. Do not listen to these fearmongers.
Yeah, that guy, I love him. He's on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He was
He's on point.
he was a client of mine for a week. I think he was just trying to peek behind the veil, like, what you got going on here? What you got going on here? And then he found out, he's like, okay, all right, cool. Nice meeting you, bro. And deuces. Nah, but he's so on point. At some point, guys, we need triage. And we're going down the wrong direction. Like, our country is heading toward failure. So we needed somebody to come in here. We needed a man to get back in the office, or I know y'all don't agree with this, or a woman who can do the job to get back into office, that can actually get things in order, because some of the smartest, strongest, most beautiful people I know in the world are women. So that's the only reason why I say, or a woman. All right. I know some of y'all like, nah, a woman can't do this, can't do that. That's just not how I roll, because I raised some daughters that can do some things. Huh?
We don't have a feminist hive mind over here, right?
Yeah.
So we understand that there are roles, right?
Yeah.
And so let's talk about what he first was talking about there. They use that point of the deficit, and he's on point when he says, hey, they're not talking about COVID. Like, they're not talking about that. And yes, they do leave that out. Ronald Reagan said something prolific. If you want to make a point without telling the truth, just omit it and say, I don't recall, I don't recollect, but you're clearly you're lying, right? And clearly the mainstream media, mostly the MSNBCs, the Joy Reids, all of that, they have all of that bald-headed reasoning will get you. I'm telling you, those women, the reason why it's removing, it's going back because they are that syndrome that they have is removing the hair. right? The brain is fried. I'm telling you. They feed that to their audience because that's the only thing that their audience can do to make their lives feel better. Their lives are done. Most of the people that I know that are that deranged of liberals, they don't have nothing going on. They
That's
don't want
true.
anything to be going on. So they need a villain. And fortunately for them, Trump, he's used to being the villain. You're fired. He's
Yeah.
used to it. He doesn't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. And his guy, Elon, he loved being a villain for the Democrats. This dude went and changed his name to Harry Balls, and immediately Dana Bash on CNN reported it and said it, and then he just changed it back just because he knew that they was going to do it, man. He plays chess with them, and they just jump on it like little kids, man. They just like little ass cats. Like you just throw a little furry ball out there, and they just jump
Last
on it.
night all said big balls.
They just, it's weird.
And they were,
It's
I
weird.
mean, they were serious. You got to go watch the montage. Like I watched a couple of episodes, unfortunately, because I have to do this. But like, if you watch a montage of it, because MSNBC will put, a montage together for you, which is hilarious. Big balls, big balls, big balls, big balls. I was just like, yo.
Okay, question, guys. Let me know in the comments if you a thumbs up if you want her to stop saying big balls. Thumbs down if you're like, no, I'm cool with it. Go ahead, say it as much you want.
It was just hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely hilarious.
They made such a big deal about it. Like the Harry is, Elon, and then the young man, he's the big one.
They like, no, keep it up. Y'all are just y'all are knuckleheads, man. I swear to goodness. And I see even my homie Renee is on here saying it. But what I find to be absolutely amazing is that the young people who are named that, or just have these silly names, or that the Democrats say are not qualified to do the job that they're doing, they are pulling up information that we've never heard about, ever. With all the research that you do and all the research that I've done, I've never heard about all of this funding, $20 million to teach Sesame Street in Iraq. All that ever be as $50 million to pay for condoms in, I don't know, whatever, Pakistan. It probably ends with Pakistan, and that's not xenophobic to say. It might be. I don't care. Let me move on. But you're absolutely right.
It's not.
It's not.
And the reason why the mainstream media doesn't know is, one, they never asked, but two, they didn't know either.
No, so they didn't know.
Scrambled to defend it. They're like, oh, well, they were. Well, let's make this talking point.
Yeah,
like,
that's all they got.
They make up talking points. Like, instead of actually talking about what they found. Okay, we don't like that you went in there, but what did you find? They don't even make up talking points about what they found. They make up talking points about Elon.
Elon. That's it. Just
because
Elon.
If they talk about what they find, they have to talk about what they found, whether it's good or bad. And they run the risk of more bad than good. So
you're right. You're right. All right. So if you could you bring us into the reason why we're talking about this obese young lady before we cut into this Breakfast Club joint where she needs a bigger seat?
The reason why we're talking about this young lady is because she went viral before. If you guys don't know me, again, my name is Pop Culture Mika. I love pop culture. The young lady is an artist, apparently, right? And she is a big artist. Now, she was in a lift. She couldn't get in the lift. The car, the tires couldn't do it. It wasn't going to happen. So it went viral. She ends up doing a lawsuit. Boom. But I think the whole thing was a stunt because now she's where she wants to be anyway as an artist, and that's the Breakfast Club. Unfortunately, it's not for her music.
It's not for her music. And somebody said, man, okay, then if the car was that, if you can get in the car, bring the car to the trial. We want to see
the car. Look, the guy, he said it better than I could ever do it. My tires, they can't. My tires.
Yeah, we need you to bring the car to the trial when you sue them, because we all want to see you getting that damn car. Oh my God, that is so mean. Nah, that's true though. Hold on. That's true, because before I play that, I gotta play this right here. This young lady put it down like that. I'm telling you, that's what she said. Check this out, gang.
Please bring the car to the courthouse. Bring the car. We don't need to hear no arguments. Bring the car. Every time I see this heifer, she is never fully in the car. And these is SUVs. Every time I see her, she is in an SUV and she is never fully in that bitch. Get your ass in the car. Put your seatbelt on. And then we'll talk about it.
Yes.
Ain't no way this man then lost his job for this bullshit. Bring the car to the courthouse. Get in it. Not halfway in it. Talk about I can fit in this car. Show me.
I get mad at me, but bitch, I don't care. She knew fuck well she couldn't get in that back seat. I can't stand when us big folks try to do skinny shit. You knew you needed a motherfucking Tahoe or Escalator or something. Bitch, why the fuck you trying to get in that little Civic and shit, little Honda Sonata, whatever the fuck it was? Listen, don't piss me off.
Bring the car to the court.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Hey, they're on point. They're on point. And I'll even take it one further. When the man that got fired, all he has to do was just go to OJ route. If it don't fit,
You must have quit.
because ain't no way she fitting in a Honda Sonata. No mas. No.
Ain't no way she would have fit. And what she said, her argument is so on point. Every time I see a picture of her, she's not only is she in the SUV, but she's never fully sitting in the SUV. She said, sit down in the back seat, put your seatbelt on, and then you might have a case. Come on, bruh. Ain't no way.
You're not supposed to, but you remember, back in the day, the 90s, 2000s, you used to get on your parents' lap to drive the car, right? And
yes.
You're up there like this, and you can barely steer it. It's no way all of that pressure is pushing on that steering wheel, and that's not a hazard. Ma'am, no.
Yeah.
No, she's lying.
Yeah.
She's lying. And it's no way, it's no way you got a track that far back that you could push that seat back.
Yeah, ain't no way that she could have fit in that damn car. That was just a power grab. She knew what she was going to be doing. If y'all have not been watching my man Charleston White, he said, and I never met the guy, he seemed cool as hell, but he does say some things that I buck against. But he said that it's easy to set up a company to sue them. And that's exactly what she did. She set up that company just to sue them. She knew that they was going to send something. She already had her phone ready. She already knew that she wasn't going to be able to get up in that joint, man. And if she would have broke the tires or the shocks or anything, she wasn't going to be paying for it.
And then she can't go the other way, because there are a lot of girls that, can show their bodies.
Yeah.
And boom, they can get attention, right? Ice Spice, all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
She can't do that. So, hey, use your weight. You got it. You got it. Flaunt it, I guess.
Hey, please let me know in the comments if y'all would give her a ride in your car. I mean, and I'm not asking y'all that to be mean, because some of y'all got pickup trucks and everything, but just let me know if you would give her a ride in your car. All right, so check out what she says. And the reason why we're watching this, and this is the Breakfast Club. A lot of y'all don't really jive with Charlamagne the God too much. Yeah, they don't really jive with him too much, but he calls her out, and I'm appreciative of that. Watch what she's saying in this video, gang, and let me know what y'all think about this video. And like the video if you have not already. We got like 1,200 people up in here. I don't know if we have 1,200 likes yet. Do we, Renee? I don't know. Just to break it down to y'all. So she came in there. She said, "Is this the only seat y'all got?" Okay. So they brought over the sofa.
Now, normally I would say that no, but they did invite her.
Make her feel comfortable.
Y'all could have stitched 2 chairs together and made that happen. Okay. You knew she was coming.
Oh my gosh. She said, oh, all right. So is this the only chair y'all got? All right. Okay. Y'all did know that she was coming, so make her feel comfortable. She said, yeah, this is good. Accommodation. Okay.
We had
That's what I'm talking about. Good. This is accommodation.
There you go.
What's so funny to me is that she's not trying to be funny.
It's just truth.
It's just true. Like, who else? Who told you that? We're not trying to tell you F people should be in. She playing the game too. F people should be in the house. And why they censoring us? We can't say fat no more. How many words in the goddamn dictionary can we not say anymore? I'm saying fat.
So we can say Marvin Gaye, but we can't say gay. But then
We can't say gay.
But then the gays can say gay, and then you can't say the quote unquote F word. But I live in DC. They say the F word to each other all the time.
Every F
Just
word.
be clear, when she goes to the doctor, or any woman goes to the doctor, and they try to figure out what's in your arteries, they're gonna say, "Ma'am, it's fat."
Can I sue a restaurant if the urinals aren't tall enough? Because I'm, if I'm not even the tallest, but say a basketball player come up in there, he can sue them if the urinals aren't tall enough. Can a midget sue them for not having a stool next to the urinal? I mean, or next to the sink? Like, he got to jump up to wash his hands. That's not. I get to sue you now. You did not accommodate me. No, we do not have to accommodate every damn body.
Yes. And Jess Hilarious was so on point with that. Like, no, like, we can't accommodate everybody. Now, who we should accommodate are people who can't do something about it, right? Like,
yes,
I have noticed in the bathrooms, the children, when they
yes
need to wash their hands, so now they have little stool. They can't do anything that they're children. Like, I'm 2 feet. Like, okay. But she's fat. You can lose weight. There's Ozempic now. I don't even care how you lose weight anymore. Plastic surgery, Ozempic. There's no reason.
All right, so where does fat stop and obese begin? Like, what number does fat stop?
After about 50 pounds. Okay.
Fat stops when?
After about 50 pounds, because you cease to stop having it in one region. It starts, metabolizing to other areas, the arms, the neck.
Ah.
Other places where now it's affecting other people. Maybe you have a fat, stomach. It's affecting your pants, but it's not affecting me really. But now when you start going this way, and I have to sit on a plane seat and don't get the middle seat between 2 big people, and they spill over, they think you're bothering them. You're rubbing on my arm. No, ma'am. It's so much entitlement. Like, you can't make this stuff up. And I'm just trying to think, like, it's just a problem. Yes, OJ, that car. Bring it right on in. Like, she don't fit, and this lawsuit is a quit.
Yeah, I roll that car right up in there. Lyft should be smarter. Just bring that car, because they probably apologize and they don't want to lose no business. Nah, damn that. We gonna roll that car up in the damn courtroom and let's see her get in. Judge, Your Honor, I want to see her get up in there.
I'm telling you, it takes more than 2 hops to get up just on that side. It's no way she's gonna get in that car. After all that, she's gonna be like, forget this. I'll settle for 2 pieces and a biscuit, because this right here is gonna get.
And I do want to say this too, guys. I'm not making fun of people who are above weight. I'm a skinny dude. People make fun of me all the time. For some strange reason in this country, y'all think it's cool to make fun of skinny people. Like, you need to put some meat on your bones. How many times are you eating a day? You keep on missing meals. What if I start back joning on your fat ass? So I don't do that. I'm very sensitive to other people who are gaining weight. But when they see a slim guy, you don't know. I've heard every skinny joke there is, and I don't mind. So I'm not talking about her being fat. I'm talking about her attitude, her victimization attitude, her feeling that everything that she says is, I feel as though, like, everything is her feelings. We don't have to bend our way of looking at life because of your goddamn feelings. So I'm just saying her attitude is just a little.
But it is because of her weight, right? So a lot of the times people don't know that certain things can cause you to be quote unquote disabled, right? So if you're pregnant, it's a temporary disability, right? Because you're not being able to mobilize. However, that's something that's temporary and you can't really do too much about it. You're bringing in life. This woman is clearly fat because she wants to be fat, and that is perfectly fine. Nobody's making fun of her because she wants to be fat. We're making fun of her because she's fat and she thinks that she's entitled to us accommodating her. Now, that is funny. Because you are fat, ma'am. I'm not going to, if I don't do it for trans people, I'm not going to do it for you. I see what I see.
I see what I see. I'm not going to play your game. I get to choose if I can play your game, and I'm choosing not to play. You a big chick. You're a fat bastard. I used to love that. What movie was Fat Bastard in? What do you say? Get in my belly.
That's the other crazy part. I never see fat men do this. They're just fat.
They're just fat.
Fat men, and they know they're fat. They're just like, I'm fat. Who cares? They make jokes, all of this stuff, right? And everything is able to be joked on, right? But the reason why people talk about skinny people and fat people because they're extreme. Everybody always talks about the extreme. So if you're extremely skinny, right? What is that? Bulimic? Somebody's gonna say something about it.
Yeah.
Because it's not normal. If you're extremely fat, somebody's going to say something about it. It's not normal.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, let's get back into the F word that she's talking about that nobody can say all of a sudden, which is absolutely ridiculous. Wait a minute. Wait. What? That's racist, David. Are you black or you white? I need to confirm. If you white, then I gotta call you racist. That's my card. I get to play whenever I feel like it. I get to play the race card. Are you white? Oh, so since I say something about me getting skin, y'all start making fun of me now. Okay, all right.
What's that little character in Guardians of the Galaxy?
So you gonna start too, huh? Wow.
I muted myself.
Wow. Okay. All right. I see how y'all go. No love. Y'all have absolutely no love. At my pace.
Yeah, that's 5 instead of 10 chicken wings. Maybe she goes down to 5.
Nah, she still had that 10. She just won't have that ranch.
You ain't got ranch. I'm now using balsamic.
Yeah, give me some balsamic. Oh my God. But I think she's so cute though. And if she changed her attitude and her willful living, because what she don't realize is that this attitude is going to shorten her lifespan. She don't get that. Like this is not healthy, baby girl. This is not healthy, and she's young. You can do something about this.
That's the left. All of that Trump derangement, the fatness, the push for LGBTQ. Let me see if I remember.
AI plus.
It's another one now. I digress.
It's whatever when they try to take them on.
But what I'm saying is all of that affects your lifespan, right? You go through life stressing. You go through life thinking, okay, well, I can do this. But then what about kids, right? How are you going to procreate? America is having a problem with procreating. How are you going to do that, right? So all of these things that the left push is really anti-human. Forget whatever race, forget whatever country. It's anti-human.
I agree. And I don't agree with what they said. They said, unlike LGBTQAI plus, they don't have a choice. I don't want to get in trouble, but they do.
They do. Look,
they do.
I had a best friend. I had a best friend in school. And I told you about him. He's no longer here, but he even
sorry for your loss.
Thank you. He even said, and he was, I guess what the community will call bi, right? But he even said that. He's like, yo, I just like this. I like this more, right? And he never, one thing I can say about maybe the older generation of people from that community, it just was what it was, right? If people didn't rock with it, people didn't rock with it. They didn't try to put it in somebody's face. Now you have to like it. You have to like it. You have to acknowledge me for what? Okay, so
yeah, ain't nothing so special about you. Just like I'm saying, Hey guys, did y'all know this? I'm a hetero. Celebrate me.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gay. Okay. Did you do my taxes? Okay.
Let me tell you something, Shane. That was mean. Okay,
She missed that thing.
that was mean. Mistake. Really? Wow. You need to pray for forgiveness after saying that. Be honest with you. No, you're absolutely correct. But it's like they try to throw these things in our faces so that we can accept them, and they say no. It's always been going on. It's just so they've been afraid to come out because of how this world treats them. They've always been here because they were born this way. I'm sorry, lady. Don't let Lady Gaga go to your head. They weren't born that way. They were not born that way. Okay.
Listen to pop stars at all because they don't agree or do anything they say. And I think it was the Don't Call Me White Girl podcast that Gamla was on. She said that the lady that was interviewing her was like, oh, they should have access to, deleting babies and all this stuff. But then when it turned on her to, talk about herself, she said, well, I'm Catholic, so I don't believe, in getting rid of my children, because, when I get married one day, I want to have children. I'm like, wait, hold on. So you have a whole podcast that's one of the most popular podcasts for women, especially white women, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have this, and you're pushing that to white women, but you want babies. Your family doesn't do these things. Your family has a religious background and a moral code, but you don't want that for them. That's why it's evil. That's why all the stuff the left talks about is evil. If they were just doing their nonsense and they want to be over there, okay, cool. But they push it on everybody else when they don't believe it themselves.
Hell no, they don't believe it. I mean, they believe it temporarily so that they can pad their pockets. I mean, they are full of sugar honey iced tea, if you ask me, because I wouldn't have switched if I didn't feel like I was being lied to. But yeah, they definitely. Here's something that white people don't know about black people. Black people are heavily religious people. Like, we believe in God. We want to follow the word of God. Basic instructions before leaving Earth, man. You talking about a picture of Dr. King or the Obamas? Now we always got a picture of Jesus in our house somewhere, and most times it's
right by that door. And when you come in, it's just right there. And don't swing my door open. You're gonna knock Jesus. I already know it.
Yeah. But we play along because, okay, this is new now. We got to be behind the gays. We got to be behind the LGBTQs, the trans. We got to call him, her now. This is all something that we can decide to play. That's a game that I opt out, bro. I won't call you anything. I won't call you anything. I just avoid calling you anything. I'll still talk to you. We'll have a conversation, but I just won't say like anything that will. I'm not calling you a woman if you're a man. I'm sorry.
Your name is Van. I'm just gonna call you Van.
Let me show you something. I got to show y'all this, and I don't want this to be that much longer. And thank you, man. You actually killed. I'm sure that they're gonna be looking forward to seeing you on the next videos that we do. That's you actually did your thing. Yeah. Please give me some 100s inside of the chat for Mika, because she did an amazing job, man. For real.
Got on my Miss America shirt. Let's go, America. Let's
go. All right, so this right here, I have to play this, and this right here will be one of the last joints that we play, but this is a special treat for you guys. Look at all these 100s, man. They love you. They love you out there. Look at them loving on us. I don't love her that much. This is my show. It says Van and Mika. Okay. All right. Okay. They call me a hater now. Okay. Maybe I am. Just a little bit. Un poquito. All right. So you got to rock. You got to roll. How much more time you got? You straight? Okay. All right. Here we go, guys.
I
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be here. I'm sorry, am I taking too long pleading for my life?
You remembered how many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here. So I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me. I want you to listen to me.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned books on gender sciences first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans, LGBT people, and even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap up.
Look at me.
Okay, we're all done here.
Fucking pathetic.
We're all done. Come on.
Of course, we need to continue celebrating Black History Month because in spite of what's coming down from Washington, we all know that we all exist and we all need to be recognized for our existence.
But be aware that you are a guest in my house when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
My name in drag is Dee Dee Delight. And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
Laddie LaRouge, he, they.
Voulez-vous que c'est à soir, ce soir? That's all I have.
Oh my gosh. These people are, they're nuts.
My auntie, daddy, sister, mother, brother gave me is it's
my
like,
auntie, brother, sister. What?
That's how she said it. She was like, my name in drag, and then my name on the Vegas Strip is. I'm like,
hold on, they're not done. And look at her face. You see this makeup on her face, so she can look like a man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that's not how men look, baby girl. That's not how we look.
In drag, District 3.
My legal name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like all the time. People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am. I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets. I speak as someone who is a member of this community and is a queer person.
Bruh, hold on. Time out. First of all, I will say this. Do not be afraid to use public toilets. If you come into a man's bathroom and you use the bathroom, bro, you're not going to be messed with. Just come in there and use the goddamn bathroom. Like you're a man, clearly. Come on in, use the bathroom. Most times when I'm in the bathroom, I barely even see the men that come in because we don't pay too much attention to each other. Like, I don't want to look over next to me at the urinal and see somebody, oh, you got some nice pubic hairs down there. We don't look at each other like that. Like, come into the bathroom, handle your business. Stay out the women's bathrooms, though. And if you are used to using women's bathrooms, you should be uncomfortable. Don't go in there. You don't belong in there. I'm sorry, you don't. And I'm not sorry. All right, so I take that back. Don't feel uncomfortable, man. This is some BS. This is.
I'm going to say this. I am uncomfortable using the public bathrooms. as a woman because you have to sit the butt on the toilet. You can't, you can't hover over the toilet for everything. So I understand him from that aspect because if you're trying to be a woman and you're trying to do the squat, just my 2 cents. Carry on.
See, I don't like public toilets at all, period. I'm just going to say that. So the uncomfortability is from me not being able to, you know how they said the gymnastics, the gymnasts, they are on that horse and they got to hold themselves up by their arms and then use the bathroom.
Look, they would solve all of this by just doing what I do because I don't want to go into the men's room when the women's bathroom is long, and with all the nonsense that's going on, everybody can use our bathroom too. I go into the family bathroom. Now some moms do get mad at me, but I can't take all this nonsense because at the end of the day, why are we doing this? And if they really want to actually make it quote unquote inclusive, why don't you just do what I've seen some DC restaurants do? Make individual stalls, like make that whole back area just stalls. You can just open up the door. It's a toilet. There's a like, to me, that shows respect for everybody. Versus I'm just going to make you a bathroom, or I'm going to make you go in with these with women.
I vote for a trans bathroom. That's what I vote for.
No, I don't know. I trust me. And you start seeing those long trans lines, and just get a bathroom. Just get a stall. You go in there and do your business because at the end of the day, I don't care about who you are with, what your sexuality is. Why do I need a trans bathroom? Go to the bathroom. Nobody is in the bathroom saying this is trans toilet. This is like, go to the bathroom, just make the stall and we're good. And we don't have to spend our tax dollars on it. That's the other thing.
Yes, I'm with you on that. I feel bad for even talking about them because it always seemed like, I don't know, they are quick to report our stuff and we're not speaking positively. They just pull up and they see the video and they're like, oh, they're bullying us again. I'm not bullying them, man. I just
No, I love people. I love people in general. But if you're telling me that I have to, make myself smaller to make you bigger, then we have a problem. Because then you don't support all the things that you're saying. How is that not bullying me? You're telling me I have to call myself a cis woman.
Yep. You're no longer a woman. You're cis.
So, right. And what is a cis? Like,
it's not,
you won't tell me what that is. Like, what is the cis? Nobody's been able to tell me that.
I know what it is. It's like a boil with liquid inside of it.
Correct.
It's like
that's
an
what I thought
infection.
they were saying. And I'm
Bacterial.
that's offensive to women. Because we have all types of cis, variant cis, this, cis, that. So what are you saying? Right. But they don't ever talk about also how they treat women. Right.
They don't give a damn about women.
No. We have to make ourselves smaller to them. They talk about, misogyny. Some of them are the biggest components of it. Talking about, women, they talk about, our areas, calling it names like fish. Well, why do you call it that?
Yes.
That's derogative.
Yes. And box and whatever they want to call it. Whatever they want to call it.
So they're not on the up and up, which most people on the left are. Right. So do the right thing. If you want something, okay, let's come to a middle ground. But to say that I'm going to be calling you a woman, you're going to be going to my bathroom and I have to call myself cis anything, it's just out of the question.
And they want to play on your teams against you as men and beat the hell out of you.
Well, Donald Trump already got rid of that. I was glad he got rid of that because that what was it? The Olympics?
Yep, the Olympics and in high schools all over America, it was happening. It starts with the cheerleading, and I had to look because my baby girl was on cheerleading squads and in the cheer competitions, and it was always one or two dudes on every single squad. I'm like, oh, really? And not like I can understand the dudes that's holding the girls up. No, these ones they had the glitter and the palms, and they was doing all the other stuff. They wasn't just the ones that's holding them up. They was competing with the girls.
Yeah. Again, there's a difference between a lot of certain things, right? Like you're not going to get rid of like I'll say this. Back in the day, you used to be able to say this was the fat kid. Back in the day, this was the feminine boy. We'll just call it that. And then, certain things, because it wasn't normal. They understood they weren't normal and they didn't have a problem with it. Now everything is normal. And if you just look at what we just watched, honestly and truly, a lot of those people are being taken advantage of.
Yes, they are.
By the left. Some of those people have legitimate issues. Like that lady said she was autistic.
Yeah. You could tell that they had like real issues. They're dressed up like
a lot of
characters from a book or something.
Are really exploited in trafficking, a lot of it, because
there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah, they conform very easily, right? They want to get along because they already know they're on the outs, right? So I'm still not excusing the behavior, but when they actually have something going on like autism, real mental issues, I think the left takes advantage of that versus just weirdos that just want to be, in spaces.
I agree 1000%. Yeah, I heard that, man. Mika was shining today. Much love to Mika. And if y'all want to see more shows, you're going to see more shows. So I ain't going to say if. Let me know what you like us to cover. Just send me a message either on X or via my inbox. And for all of you individuals that respectfully participated inside of the chat, thank you so much. And for everybody who submitted a super chat as well, thank you so much. And I saw a couple of buy me a coffees come in as well. What you laughing? What you see over there?
Respectfully, was respectful inside the chat. This chat is awesome, and it's disrespectful in a good way because they spoke the truth.
Look at that there. Look at that there. Y'all see, look, they love Mika. They love Mika.
Thank
For
you.
real. 2 kids with autism. Thank you, Mika.
You're welcome. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. The left gets on my nerves. And autism kids are great. So
they are.
I'm sorry. Are great kids. They're beautiful kids, very artistic, everything, but they're exploiting that. So
and they got superpowers. Like all kids with autism have superpowers.
Oh yeah, they're able to really focus on one thing. Like I don't know if you guys know, but the tech industry, a lot of people actually hire autistic people. So if you have autistic children that are very much into computers and tech, they have all types of programs for that because a lot of autistic people are able to hyper focus. Like they will hone in on one thing and they will find out everything about it. And I do mean everything.
Absolutely.
And so, companies are using that, and it's and it's a means to have people that have autism get really good jobs. So
absolutely,
tech industry is something that autistic people can benefit from.
Absolutely. All right, gang. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. This is On Point with Van and Mika. And for everybody who does content creation, check this out. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.